Okay, let's get into it. We got a lot to cover. Okay, first off, did you guys hear? Hold up, I'm trying to jump straight in without even asking you guys. How are you doing? Okay, how is your Monday going? Monday is always a big day. Today is a huge day for the week because we're like over halfway into the month and but we only have a week left. Next week is the last week of February. Just that quick. It's come and gone just that quick. But I hope you guys are having an awesome February, an awesome Monday. And yes, it's your girl Sunshine here, back at you with some news for your behind, okay? And I say that because let's get into my first topic or subject here. Did you guys hear about the most recent? What's up, Chris? Did you guys hear about the most recent plane crash in Toronto? So it looks like there was a plane that left from Minnesota and went all the way to Canada, Toronto, Canada. And looks like it's about 17 people who are injured, but no one passed away, thankfully. Okay, so the plane landed upside down. How in the world? But everyone survived. So I just want to ask you guys, is it safe? Is it safe to fly? Because it's about one plane a week that's going down. And it's so weird because isn't it just like all of a sudden? Like what is going on with these planes? It's crazy. But yeah, it's real crazy. I'm like, what in the world is going on with the planes? Why they can't stay in the air? Why they can't land safely? Now you know before like social media and everything, we wasn't able to get all the stories, because the news would only give you a little limited pieces of information or some information they wouldn't even feel is worth sharing. So you probably just wouldn't get any of that. So is it, I don't know what it is. Have planes always been falling out the sky like this? Or is it something going on with 2025 and planes? The weather? But planes always fly in inclement weather. Like, this is not a new thing. Planes have been flying since the beginning of time. So, why all of a sudden planes can't fly in the weather? Like, I don't know what's going on. It seems very strange to me. And make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel here. It's your girl Sunshine. I really appreciate it. It's a free way to support my channel and give me a thumbs up, okay? Come on in. Subscribe to my channel so you'll know when I'm going live and giving you all the latest news. But planes always fly in crazy weather. It's like, I don't understand why are the planes dropping out of the sky? Like, is this some type of attack somehow? Or, like, what's going on with the. And see, I'm not really. I guess I'm not really knowledgeable about how the planes work, but I thought there's like some type of air traffic control where they keep track of the planes in the sky and all. So I'm not understanding why the planes crashing, they're falling, falling up, they're landing upside down. What is going on with the planes? Is it something in the sky? Just making is gravity still a thing? It's not funny at all, but it's definitely up for discussion, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. It's weird. It's the weirdest thing ever to me. And like, I don't know. Moving on in earlier news. So I was just watching Jenny May or Jenny Mai. I think it's Jenny Mai. And she just tried to retrieve her items from Jeezy's house, from her old house. And I thought it was strange because, somehow I think this happened in December, when she went to go get. Thanks for subscribing. It's Mabel. He. Thank you. I appreciate it for the subby. Yes. And hello to you. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Yes. But I didn't want to watch the Jenny Mae. That's awesome, Mabel. I didn't want to watch the Jenny Mae thing, but what's up, Kylie? But I was like, hold, let me watch it just so it'll stop popping up on my timeline. And yeah, it's crazy. So, has anyone gone through a divorce? I've never had to go through a divorce before, but I can imagine it's terrible. So, if you don't know, Jenny Mae was May or my. Thank you. I appreciate it, Kylie. I'm sure you're just as gorgeous, or handsome, whichever one. Right? But it's crazy to me how, you know, people go through they are all in love, they get married, they have children, and then the next thing you know, they go through a divorce, and it's just terrible. It's, oh my goodness, I can't even imagine. I don't want to imagine it, but it's just terrible because I was watching. Jenny Mae called the cops because Jeezy wasn't at home. He sent his representative there so that someone could be there when Jenny Mae came to pick up her stuff, right? So she came to pick up her stuff with her movers, and she had her security, and she's like, she's supposed to get a walkthrough through the house. So the house was shut off from her. She wasn't able to go in the house. So the boxes of hers, all her property and stuff was in the garage. And the representative that was there didn't want to allow her in the house to get her property because she said everything was in the garage. So Jenny Mae called the police so that the police could come out and do a report so that she could give it to the courts and, you know, let the judge know that she wasn't able to do the walkthrough, and so she's not sure if she got all of her items. So I'm not sure where they were living because they didn't say it, but it looked like Atlanta to me. It looked like Georgia. I'm not sure what state it was, but Jenny Mae said that she know that all her things were packed up, but she said, what if I get all the way back to California? Because that's where she was moving to, back to California, or that's where she moved to, and that's where she was moving her items. She said, what if I get all the way back there and all my stuff is not here and I wasn't able to do a walkthrough? And I'm like, girl, if you don't get that stuff that's in that garage and move on, the relationship is over. Am I wrong? Because I feel like when you left there, you should have left with your stuff. Unless Jeezy was like, somehow he got her out the house, and maybe she thought that she was just going to come back one day and get some stuff. That's not how that worked, because please believe, if it was the other way around, Jeezy would not be able to do no walkthrough in her house. We all know that. Come on now. We all know that. But I thought it was real interesting how, you know, she did it the right way, though. She did exactly what she was supposed to do. She called the cops. She got a restraining order. Hello, Natalie. What's going on with you? I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Yeah, did you see, Natalie? Did you watch the Jenny Mae get her items from Jeezy House? Did you watch that? You know, I guess the police department released the body cam, so you was able to get the whole gist of what was going on. And it was crazy because the representative for Jeezy, excuse me, he wanted the representative wanted the movers to sign a NDA, but the body cam showed us everything. So it's like, do I need to sign an NDA? Like, what are y'all doing? They're getting crazy with this whole NDA thing. It's crazy to me. Like, if y'all don't sit down somewhere, cut it out. Y'all, who else knew that that relationship wasn't gonna last? Like, Girl, okay, first of all, he's never been married before, but he chose to marry an Asian chick. Nothing wrong with that. I thought they looked very cute together, and the baby is just gorgeous, right? But before I left, I would have took all my stuff out of there. First of all, you moved in his house, or they got a house together, whichever, however way it goes, is his house. And she can't just go in the house because it's not her house. And you're going to leave that house and leave your stuff in there? Like, why wouldn't you take your stuff when you left? I don't know. Now it's all over TV. Everybody's looking at it. It's just extremely messy. And it's like, girl. And then so I'm watching it, right? And I see Jenny Mae, she had this little half jacket on, a little bomber's jacket or something. It's like a half jacket, and it's like showing her hips and her behind. Now I remember watching Jenny Mae. How many people watched Jenny Mae when she was on the show The Real with Tamar and all that? And the girl, is her name Ariana, the girl from the Brats. Who watched the show back in the day? I used to watch the show when it first came on. I was watching the show. I thought the show was awesome with all the different nationalities coming together doing the whole talk show. But I know Jenny Mae ain't have no body like that. Now she got all the body, okay? She got hips, she got booty, and I was like, okay, I see you, girl. So that really made me feel like, okay, she must be in Atlanta, because she couldn't take that original body to Atlanta and keep her man. But I don't know. That's me. I hope I'm not offending anyone. You didn't watch it, Chris? It was a good show. It was a good show, but a lot of people fell off. One of the twins, Tamara or Tia, I can't remember which one. One of them was on there, and the black lady, she's the comedian. I forgot her name, but yeah, the show was definitely a good talk show. Like, I used to watch it, and I thought it was an awesome show. But anyway, y'all, so while we was talking about Captain America when like Thursday or Friday, and I was saying how, everyone's talking about how Anthony Mackie is the first black Captain America, y'all. They were thinking that the movie was expected to make $39 million. Do y'all know that they put $180 million into the production of Captain America movie with the first black Captain America? And do y'all know how much money the Captain America movie made? Okay, I'll tell you. You don't have to wait any longer. $192 million, y'all. The movie just came out Friday. Okay, it's huge. It's huge. It's a huge success. Okay, put more black superheroes in these superhero movies. Okay, because they're just going to sell the same. They're going to sell the same. So $192 million the Captain America movie made in one weekend. And they were complaining, saying that the movie had been leaked on, and people were streaming it. So even with the leak, and people streaming, well, my hair won't go down. But even with the leak and people streaming the movie on Fire Stick or whatever, the Captain America movie, y'all, still made $102 million. Y'all give it up. I want to clap. I'm a snap because I can't clap because I'm holding the phone with my other hand, and I have a stand for my phone. But y'all, give it up. Give it up, okay? And I haven't even seen it yet. And matter of fact, I have a Fire Stick, and it didn't pop up on my Fire Stick yet. So I don't know what app people have, but I need to know what app that is so I can save myself about $20 going to the movies. But I thought that was really awesome. Give it up to Anthony Mackie. You definitely did your thing. I heard the movie was great. It was awesome. And I always thought I love Marvel, but I always thought the Captain America movie was always boring. Like I remember they had the female one, very pretty woman, but it was just dull and boring. So I don't know. I can't wait to see it. I probably will check it out this coming weekend. But that's what's up. Give it up. Give it up to Anthony Mackie. He definitely did his thing, and folks still came out and supported the movie. So that's just awesome. So, did you guys know that Kendrick Lamar and SZA are on tour? I believe it's both of them are on tour together. So, SZA, me and my daughter was talking, and I was telling her about this line in one of SZA and Kendrick Lamar's songs, and I was making a joke because he said something about Pretty Boys and Y'all Cycles being on at the same time, and my daughter was like, SZA, she's went through like a whole transformation. Like she looks completely different from when she first came out. And see, I never really followed SZA's like her coming into the industry and all. I never really followed it like that. So when I look back at the pictures, y'all, that looks like a completely different girl. Big up to her, but it makes a whole lot of sense now why she had the music that was all kind of sober and depressing. Like, hold up, y'all. Hold on one moment. All right, I'm back. I'm back. But yeah, y'all, SZA looks completely different from when she first came out. I was just so shocked, like I didn't even know. And I was wondering why there were some comments, some people were saying how SZA had botched surgery. And I was like, that girl look good. What did you talking about? She got botched surgery. Like her body looks the most natural. And then my daughter was like, no, she had a lot of surgery. She did a lot of things to her body and her face. And I was like, what? So to see the old SZA, yeah, it's like night and day. But she looks gorgeous. Matter of fact, her surgery looks natural. Everything she's had done looks natural compared to a lot of these artists who look real messed up. The body's like, I don't mean no harm. Summer Walker, that booty thing and her nose, that nose job, it's a mess. Speaking of botched surgery, Chris Rock just turned 60 years old. And y'all, they're saying that Chris Rock had implants put in his cheeks and they look like little golf balls. So if you see any pictures of Chris Rock, you'll probably notice how his cheeks are like sticking out like that. Like they're serious. They really are. It's little like balls like that. But other than that, I don't know understand why. To me, that's unnecessary because he still looked like himself. So I don't know why he had to get cheek implants. Like, is that the new thing now? Like, I don't know. Cheek implants on a guy, y'all. These celebrities, they gotta stop it. They gotta stop it. Like, just stop it. Okay, stop it now before it gets too late. It's terrible. But yeah, so Kendrick Lamar, it's a lot of people on tour. So if you guys don't have nothing to do this summer, you could definitely go check out a concert because oh, what's up, Aaron? Lil Kim looked like y'all. I used to say that Lil Kim looked like looked like the cat lady, but now she moved past looking like the cat lady and she just looked like I don't know what. Okay, it's a mess, okay? And not only is it her face, it's her body and all. And Lil Kim was fine, y'all. She was slim, you know, little body and all, short little girl. You could tell she was very short, but she always looked beautiful, but now it just looked like botched. And I'm just thinking this industry is really putting a hurting on these people, y'all. I don't know. It's like they tell them, come on in. Yeah, come on in. And yeah, you should do this. You should do that. And you should just mess up your whole face and your whole body. And then the next thing you know, everybody else who's not celebrities trying to get their botched surgery, just like all the celebrities with their botched surgery. And then it's just a whole mess, y'all. Like, y'all gotta have some use your brain, okay? Stand up for yourself. Accept your body as it is. And I say that knowing that I would have some type of surgery, but I'm not going to go all crazy with it, you know? Look like Saw character on the bike. Oh my goodness, she do look like the Saw character. That's so wrong, but it's so true. Oh my goodness. And it's terrible, y'all. It's bad. And I hate to say it because it's Lil Kim. It's like she's Queen Bee. She's the original Queen Bee, okay? And it's just hurt to see her looking like that. But you guys, a lot of folks are going on tour this summer. So like I said, this spring and this summer, and already on tour now. So if you guys don't have anything to do, you could definitely go check out a concert or two. I'm thinking about hitting up the concert with SZA and Kendrick Lamar. But y'all, let's see here. So let's see who's on tour. They got Oh my goodness, yeah, so many court cases, okay? Bruno Mars is on tour. Y'all, have y'all seen Bruno Mars' new song? Y'all, he talking about wet, wet, and getting very erotic. Like, Bruno Mars has definitely, I don't know where he been hanging out at, but his music is almost like erotic type of music. Like he's showing all the way out. But ever since he been in Vegas, but yeah, y'all check out Bruno Mars. He definitely got some new music out, just like Carisha. Carisha got her new music out and she got this song with her and the baby called I'm a Hoe Too. And it's like, girl, we know you was hanging with Diddy, so we already know you a hoe. It's like, girl, bye. Tell us something we don't know. But we still love you though. But yeah, Bruno Mars is on tour, Katy Perry, Maroon 5, Coldplay, Guns N' Roses, y'all still on tour, okay? They still performing. Sting still performing. Lady Gaga, The Weeknd. I haven't heard anything from The Weeknd in a long time. Um, Speaking of surgery, I thought he had surgery, some box surgery, but I think it was like a costume or something he was doing for the performance. But he was looking real crazy at one point. Y'all, Drake is on tour, y'all know, right? So silly. He only pops out on the weekend. Lotto and Sexy Red. Oh yeah. Yeah, they always got music. Yeah, definitely Lotto got new music coming out. Um Drake music is doing bad right now, y'all. Oh my goodness. I saw somebody was talking about Drake music versus Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is like number 2. Drake is like number 5 or 6 or something like that. They're saying his album is not doing good, or his new music is not doing good, and he's on tour trying to promote it all. Y'all pray for Drake, okay? Because I was like, the only thing that would save Drake is to put out some new music, but it gotta be good music. Drake, hell, link up with Kendrick Lamar. That would be fire. Okay, how many people understand that? Like if Drake and Kendrick Lamar hook up after all this, like maybe not, maybe not. I'll take that back. Whatever. I don't know what's going to save Drake. Maybe he should get into selling buying some property and I don't know, maybe starting a restaurant or something. I don't know what to tell y'all. Okay, Green Bay, Pitbull. Y'all remember Pitbull? He on tour. Pearl Jam, Post Malone on tour. He's still making his money. Usher, y'all. Usher, Usher. Usher still on tour, y'all. Do y'all know? I don't know if y'all realize, but Usher has been on tour ever since 2022, 2023. I'm starting to get worried because him and Beyonce, they're working hard as hell, y'all. Like, I'm feeling like they shouldn't have to work this hard. Like, what is going on? Why are they working so hard? Like, it's crazy, y'all. Something's going on with the money because Usher has been on tour. Like, I don't know that I know that's a normal thing for artists to be on tour every single year. Cause remember, like I don't know if y'all remember, Beyonce, she would go on tour and then she would give it a rest for a year, then she would go back on tour, and it's like now they like on tour like this. Okay, she's fresh off the Renaissance tour, and that was like every city she was in different countries, and now she's doing the Cowboy Carter and y'all, yeah, day. Linkin Park is on tour. Billie English, Beyonce, of course. Carlos Santana is still out here on tour, you guys. Like, okay, it's a show for your behind. If you need something to do this spring, this summer, there is a concert for you guys. All right. Yes. The Roots. So I don't know if you guys know about the Roots, but the Roots Picnic, they have it's a concert that's in it's held in Philadelphia every year. They do a concert. The guy was talking about when was that? When I did my last live, Friday or Saturday, whichever one. The guy who did the Sly Stone documentary. What is his name? With the big afro. Questlove. Questlove, he was part of the Roots, but he and the Roots, they do a huge concert every year. And it's called the Roots Picnic, and it'll be in Philadelphia. And they're going to have Lenny Kravitz, Meek Mill. Why? Oh, Meek Mill's from Philadelphia. I didn't get that because I was like, why they got Meek Mill? But he's from Philadelphia. That makes sense. Yeah. Jeezy, speaking of Jeezy, so I guess that's probably Jeezy's like, forget Jenny May or Jenny Mai, whichever one it is. He's like, shoot, I'm on tour, okay? I'm making some money out here. So he can find him a new chick, child. Okay. 2 Chainz, Music Soul Child. If y'all old school like me, CC Peniston, Crystal Waters. Okay, and this is May 31st and June 1st. And D'Angelo. D'Angelo, you guys. Who remembers D'Angelo? How does it feel? Oh. If you know, you know, right? That's it and that's all with that. But yeah, so that's awesome. So let's see here. What else? I think that's the only ones that I saw on tour. But you guys, so I was just telling my daughter, like, Suge Knight has been doing a whole bunch of interviews, right? So he's doing interviews from jail, from prison, not jail, prison, because those are two different places. But he was talking about he did an interview and he was talking about Keisha Cole and Jada Pinkett. And he called Jada Pinkett a meth head. He was like, he was like, yeah, that meth head. I was like, oh my goodness, that's so wrong. He was like, yeah, I wish her, Lady by D'Angelo, yeah, that was the jam. Okay. That song was hot for so long. for decades. Like it's still a hot song. Lady by D'Angelo. Yeah. the Four Tops. The Four Tops too. But Suge Knight, y'all, he was talking about Jada Pinkett. He called her a meth head. He was like, Jada Pinkett, she parties with the people who deleted Tupac. So who do we know that Jada Pinkett party with that could have been responsible for Tupac's passing? Who do we know? I'm assuming it's Biggie. I'm assuming it's Diddy. Because remember in that so-called book that they said is fake, the Kim Porter's Last Words, in the book it said that Diddy was messing around. He was sleeping with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. So I'm assuming that's who Suge Knight was talking about when he said that Jada Pinkett, she acting like she out here, she cares so much about Tupac, but yet she parties with the people who took Tupac out. Because Suge Knight is acting like he doesn't want to be a snitch, so he's not going to tell who he know was the actual shooter of Tupac, because he's like, I don't tell on any man. And to me, it's like, dude, what? This was Tupac we're talking about, okay? Why wouldn't you want to help the police to put those people, lock those people up? Like, I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. But doesn't make sense to me at all. But Suge Knight was also saying that Keisha Cole Keisha Cole did an interview and she said that Tupac told her that he was going to leave Death Row Records, which is Suge Knight's, or was Suge Knight's record label. And Suge Knight said that that's not true. Why would Tupac talk to a little girl? Because he said Keisha Cole would have been 14 years old around that time. And he was like, why would he talk to a 14-year-old and tell her that he was going to leave Death Row Records? Like, that don't make sense. So I'm not quite sure. Of course, we would never know the actual truth behind the matter, but I feel like anything could have happened. I feel like that could have actually happened. You know how you doing business and you just randomly say some information that you don't really have to have like a serious conversation about, but you just put it out there. Like, I could see Tupac having a conversation with Keisha Cole and being like, yeah, you know what, when you grow up, you know or when I'm gonna put you on my label, because I'm when I get my own label, I'm gonna put you on my label. Like, I could see him doing that. Like, so I don't know. I really don't trust Suge Knight, and I just don't trust Suge Knight at all. And with him being behind bars, I'm pretty sure he's probably getting paid for doing some of these interviews, but I don't know. This is all alleged and in my opinion, but I'm wondering if he's getting paid, and if some of the stuff he's saying is probably not true. But he said the Tupac movie, if y'all remember, that movie came out, I believe, in like 2017. He said that's like 99% untruths. He said that movie is like completely untrue, not true. And I could believe that, because a lot of the movie, when I was watching it, I was like, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Matter of fact, the movie didn't even tell us anything about him and Kadaya. Is her name Kadaya? Quincy Jones' daughter? Like, they were supposed to be engaged, now that from what we heard now. And the movie didn't even portray them two being engaged. So it's like, okay. So if that was left out and they were supposed to be all in love, like, what else would be left out? I don't know. But who knows the Wayans family? Y'all know the Wayans, Damon Wayans, Marlon Wayans, Keenan Wayans. Their whole family, the whole family, y'all, is being honored by the NAACP. So if you don't know, the NAACP has an award. They have an award show every year, just like all the other award shows, and they're honoring the whole Wayans family. And I think that is awesome because I haven't seen anyone, not MTV Music Awards, even though why would they be on the Music Awards, y'all? The movie awards, the Grammys, anybody. I haven't seen anybody honoring the Wayans family. And y'all, they have done a lot when it comes to movies. They have definitely made a big name for themselves. They did all the scary movies. Do y'all remember watching the scary movies? The which wasn't scary movies, it was like a comedy. They made fun of like all the scary movies. What they call that? Satire. It's like a satire type movie. But yeah, I'm so glad to see them being honored because when you talk about talent, that whole family has a whole lot of talent. Okay, Keenan Wayans, he started it all when he started the TV show In Living Color, y'all. Okay, first of all, I remember staying up so I could watch In Living Color. Like In Living Color put so many actors and musicians out here. It recognized so many people. That gave a lot of celebrities a start. Jim Carrey got his first start doing In Living Color. J Lo. Who else? J Lo was the dancer. She was one of the what they called the girls, the bad girls. I forgot what they called the girls on In Living Color, but who else? Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx was, he was on In Living Color. Speaking of like the comedy shows, Saturday Night Live is celebrating their 50th year. Okay, so they've been around for 50 years, you guys. Who watched Saturday Night Live? Like, that was too late for me. Because by that time, I was all the way passed out, like slobbing, okay, crust around my eyes. Like, but a lot of people got their start from Saturday Night Live as well. Matter of fact, Saturday Night Live is supposed to be, they're honoring the first black guy that was on their show for their 50th. Or did they already do? I think they already had it. That must have been like this past weekend or something. But a guy named Morris, Garrett Morris, he was the first black actor on Saturday Night Live. Y'all give it up for Garrett Morris, okay? It is Black History Month, okay? So I'm going to talk about it, all right? That was last weekend. Yeah. So yeah, they just celebrated their 50th anniversary, and Garrett Morris was just now after 50 years, able to get his first star in Hollywood. So that's pretty awesome, okay? During Black History Month. So yeah, big up. So y'all, this Black History Month has been pretty monumental. Okay? It all started with Kendrick though. Speaking of Kendrick again, y'all, why the NFL is rumored, okay? It's a rumor. Yeah, great job. Whoop whoop. It's a rumor that the NFL is not happy with Kendrick Lamar's performance, y'all. And why do you think that is? I'll wait. What's up, Dwight? Hello in Canada. Dwight, are you in Toronto? Did you hear about the plane crash? But y'all, yes. So the NFL is not happy with Kendrick Lamar. And I believe because of all the people who been explaining on TikTok and YouTube and all the social media telling about what Kendrick Lamar's purpose really was for why he did everything during that halftime show. So the halftime show was very strategic. And a lot of people are saying that it was pretty much like a protest. It was like an open protest. And so the NFL is rumored, okay, this is alleged, that the NFL is not happy with Kendrick Lamar's performance. Oh, you didn't hear about it? Wow. Yeah. It's crazy. No one got hurt or deleted, like lost their lives. But, well, they did say 17 people got injured. But they're saying that the plane that landed in Toronto landed upside down in Pearson Airport, I believe. You living out of Toronto? Yeah, they said it happened in Toronto, and they're saying that the plane landed upside down. But yeah, supposedly the NFL is not happy with Kendrick Lamar's performance, but Kendrick Lamar's performance got more views than the actual game, y'all. It also was the most watched halftime performance in history. Okay? How about that for Black History Month? Woo, 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 woo. I'm doing awesome, Dwight. Yes, I hope you are also. Yes. What you cooking tonight, Dwight? I know you cooking something. I didn't cook anything. We had leftovers from yesterday. We had chicken. I made some macaroni and some kale greens. Yeah. But so also the NFL is wanting to change their schedule. So I guess normally the NFL has 17 games. So they're wanting to start having 18 games and no preseason games. So I don't pretty much know too much about the NFL, but it sounds like some setbacks, some cutbacks or something like what's going on here. And the NFL is wanting to go international. So I don't really know what that means, but they're wanting to go international. So it's making me feel like would some of the Super Bowls be internationally, like in Europe or something? Super Bowl in Europe? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's to happen with that. But yeah, that's real big that Kendrick Lamar's performance, just his halftime show was the biggest halftime show performance so far in history. Okay, okay, simple, straight to the point. I like it. I like it a lot. But yeah, next year the halftime show, the Super Bowl performance is said to be in California. So that's going to be awesome. Who do y'all guys think is going to be the halftime show performer in California next year? Like, I'm not sure. I don't know, but I guess we will see. Like, if I had any guess, I'm thinking maybe like who's big? What artist is big? They already did SZA and Kendrick Lamar. Nobody wants to see Beyonce no more. They're saying a lot of people are upset with Beyonce's ticket prices for Cowboy Carter, which, I mean, why are we surprised about the ticket prices? Because Beyonce ticket prices are always high. Like every year, her ticket prices are high. So are we surprised now? Like, like that's how it is. I remember the Renaissance tour, people were all on social media saying how, they didn't even pay their rent because they had to purchase tickets to go see Beyonce. So, yeah, it gets real deep, okay? Real deep. Um Oh, and so Jay-Z is, of course, he is suing Busby, attorney Busby. So if you guys don't know, Jay-Z case was dismissed against him from the Jane Doe involving attorney Busby. And so Jay-Z is suing attorney Busby because he said that he lost a whole bunch of deals because of that frivolous lawsuit. He's saying that he was not guilty of that. That case should have never went to court because it didn't make sense. It didn't add up. Now, I'm not too sure about that. But of course, this is a big win for him. So he's going to, take it all the way to the top, right? But he's saying that he lost $20 million in like deals because of the lawsuit alone. So he's saying that lawsuit really put a dent in his pocket because he lost a lot of deals. And, so and it caused a lot of problems for him and his wife, he's saying. And also it, caused a lot of embarrassment for his children as well. So, he's going to milk this whole thing until the next case comes, because I believe that Jay-Z did all this, because just to show any future lawyer who wants to come up with a case. I feel like this is just for the future lawyers that's going to come up with a case. Like for anyone, any victim who claims that, he did this or that. A lot of lawyers are not going to want to take a case because of this lawsuit right here. So, and then, that's Busby is the same lawyer who has like 130 cases against Diddy. So it's not looking pretty good. But if you don't know, we don't know why Busby dismissed the case. But it's a couple of things we do know. So Busby, what's up? What's up, Mabel? You're back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay. But so attorney Busby, he had until like the 28th of February to respond back to Jay-Z, because Jay-Z put in a motion to get the case dismissed from the lawyer, from the judge. And then Busby had until the 28th of February to come back and say, give like a statement or something. And instead of coming back to dispute it, Busby ended up just dropping the case. And also, I know one of the big things was that they believe that the case was the law around the law involving a female victim being essayed. That law came after she was actually assaulted, the Jane Doe. So that was up in the air. I believe that probably played a big factor in why the case had to be dismissed. But yeah, Attorney Busby isn't saying anything, so we don't really know for sure. Oh, but with the NFL, I forgot to mention one thing. They're wanting to have the NFL around President's Day, President's Weekend, President's Day weekend, so that the fans can have that Monday off after the Super Bowl. Like, how nice are them? That is so sweet of them to think about the fans. And I'm not a fan of football, but I will be if I had to work on a job so that I could be off on that Monday and have President's Day off. I would definitely be a big supporter. I would find a team, okay, to be a fan of, just so I can get that next day off. Because y'all know today is President's Day. So happy President's Day to you, if that means anything to you. I mean, it's, a lot of people are up in the air about whether or not they care about the president. So I don't know how big that is right now or how popular that is. It's not looking too good. But But yeah, it's a mess. Yeah, it is. But it was one last thing I wanted to talk about. So I'm a huge fan of the movie The Matrix. And I just saw that Lawrence Fishburne, he did an interview with the guy Neil deGrasse Tyson from Star Talk. He so he has his show. Neil deGrasse Tyson has his show on YouTube, and it's called Star Talk. And he talks about, like astrology and stuff like that. But Lawrence Fishburne was on Neil deGrasse Tyson's show. He got interviewed by him. And I thought that was pretty cool because they were talking about the Matrix and like the true meaning behind the Matrix and all. Well, they really didn't get into it deep. It was kind of like on a real surface level. But I thought it was interesting because the lady Sophia Stewart, who actually wrote the book The Matrix, she's doing a lot of interviews back again. So I remember seeing her doing interviews years ago, telling her story and how she sued the producers of The Matrix because, they was making all this money off of the book she produced. So she actually wrote the book, The Matrix. She put it out, and then Hollywood, that is, allegedly came, took her information, and made a movie about it. And she didn't get paid or anything. So she took them to court. She was suing them for years and years, and she finally was able to get her settlement. But I'm not sure if she got all of her money, but I know she got a huge chunk of her money. And yeah, it's a true story. So she said she is a my little stinker butt just came busting in the room. But she's saying that uh, she is a what is she? She's a prodigy. So a prodigy, hold on y'all. I didn't want the TV to be on my live here and get me a strike. But because the TV's turned up in there. But she says she's a prodigy. So a prodigy is a person who is like super duper smart. So if you guys have not heard of Sophia Stewart, please look her up, you guys. If you want a true story that is like amazing and like next level, because she was the original author of The Matrix and the Terminator, and she talked about how AI was going to take over and it was going to be in a human form. So she said back during that time, during the 80s, when she came out with this information, she put her book out. A lot of people were talking about AI or like having robots that were like clank clank, like robots like this. And she was pretty much like next level robots, like robots that look like me or look like you, like robots that look like humans. So she was talking about stuff like that. But her story is very unique. It's very interesting. I mean, if you watch The Matrix, you'd definitely love to hear her story. But she said she's a prodigy and she's always had like a lot of information. But she said that a prodigy is like a super smart person. Like she didn't even need to go to school because of how smart she was. Like I believe she graduated at like 12 or something like that from high school or college or something, and you hear of stories like that. Well, I have. I've heard of stories about people graduating from college at like 13 and 14. And I remember being like, what in the world? How did they do that? But there are some people that are super duper smart, and they're called like prodigy. They have other names for them, all depending on like how super smart they are. But she says that she remembers stuff from when she was a baby. Okay? She said one time her grandmother was taking care of her and she was a baby, and her grandmother had to give her the only food that was available. And she said when she was like she was older, she was way older, she asked her grandmother what did she give her during that time, and she told her exactly what was going on. And her grandmother was like so amazed, because she was like, how in the world do you remember that? You were a baby. You were a baby, like a baby laying on the bed type baby, not a big kid, but a baby. So she's like really super smart, and her story is very amazing, you guys. She did an interview on Hype TV on YouTube, so you guys definitely check that out. And also check out the interview that Lawrence Fishburne did on Star Talk, because I'm such a nerd, right? Like, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. And I probably throw a lot of you off, but I love stuff like that. Those Star Trek, not Star Trek. I do love Star Trek though. I'm a huge Star Trek fan. What's the boy? The boy name Harry Potter. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. They got a movie that's coming out that's something like Harry Potter. So if you guys were all into that for all those years, because that series ran on and on and on and on, they have another show that's coming, or movie that's coming out that's something like that also. And it's almost like bringing it back up. So I'm gonna have to find the name out, and I'll let you guys know on my next live. But if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching my live. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. um Leave me a comment if you want to talk. We could talk in the comment section if you have any comments about any of the information that I gave y'all. I know it was a lot. I apologize, but I didn't do a show yesterday, so I had to make up from yesterday and today. And yeah, you guys, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel here. Give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It's a free way to support your girl. Okay? Okay. All right. Now, you guys have an awesome rest of your evening or night, because it's almost 10 o'clock already. Get day. Where does the time go? But anyway, you guys, that's it for me. I'm out. All right. Peace to you guys. I'll be back tomorrow with another one. All right. Be good. Peace.